We're recording part two.
Hello, this is Sam again. I am uh, doing my part two for a test. And, well, let me just get out of here. Get up World of Warcraft.
Do a good job. We'll be right back.
Um, basically, this is the news of what is gonna be, Borderlands news stuff of World of Warcraft now. And let me turn it down. Okay, well, World of Warcraft is, basically, it's one of the greatest games I've played in my life. And I just want to encourage other people to play it, and, well, that's all I want. If you haven't seen my first test, this is my guy Tear. He's a troll, part of a horde. Most of my guys are part of a horde. This is his pet, Snowy. He's really vicious. My Death Knight. Blue eyes. Okay, no, my dad. No. My dwarf. A silver pick and a cool eye patch. And my rogue. Really cool. Bloody butcher knife. And then my grandma's. With a red bandana, a paladin. And then, of course, let's just skip my other guy. Okay. Ooh, wait a second. Here are all the realms. Most of them are just named by people inside, and places. For example, Ganillas is a place. So is Nomorham. Greymane is a name for someone. Some of them are named after dungeons. It says how many there are, how many the type, characters, and it also shows new players. So let's go to other, because this is the closest one. Yeah, that was a bad choice for a warrior. So if you want to delete a guy, just go to delete character, capitalize delete, and then bam. These are the ones I did for Cataclysm. Anyways, okay, well, Horde and the Alliance. I usually like doing Horde, except for the Undead, they're kind of creepy. So there's an Orc. They are, well, an Orc they're mostly green or any of these colors. Some of them talk real weird, and they just look really creepy in some way. I'm just gonna create a player to show you how to do it. So an orc. I'm gonna go to the undead. They're kind of creepy. A Tauren, yeah, that's what I was trying to say. A Tauren, they're like these giant cows. They're really tall, and they would have killed the. They would have beaten the orc leader, who is the war chief of all the horde. Same, and well, apparently the orc king, Garrosh, that's his name, used a poison and cheated, and yeah. They're really wise too. That's what I know. And oh yeah, there's then a troll. And sorry about the noise. I'm sure if that was they slench back, and I usually like doing these guys. They're kind of cool. They used to. They don't like Garrosh because they're really mean to him for some reason. And now for the Alliance. There is the Human. Their leader, King Vyar something, is their leader of the Alliance. And yeah, this is a human. Kinda easy to know. This is a dwarf, like my other warrior. I'll explain the rules soon. A night elf. Usually most of my cousins like to do these night elves. They're really cool. They can jump and do flips in the air. It's really cool. And when here's a gnome, really small, smaller than a dwarf, and they're like the high-tech guys for the Alliance, so they have all this machinery. Now, of course, there's also female. Yeah, that's creepy. Okay, now, also, this is a Dareen. Looks like they have squids on their chins. They're blue or white or dark. And then there's the Blood Elf. They are, well, they're usually, the Dareen and the Blood Elf came out during the Burning Crusade, which is the second season. The first season was just regular World of Warcraft. They didn't have these guys in the first season. For the second season, there were these Blood Elves and Dareen, and there was also the world, the Outland, that has been created, and you could go up to level 7. Then there was the Death Knight. Death Knights, it's just hard to explain. They all work for the Lich King, who is also named Arthas, and he is like the leader of the undead. And so in the Northern, he rules an army of undead guys, and apparently you have to kill him. So yeah, that's the best way I can put it. Then there's Cataclysm. I think it's one of the best ones they've done so far. There's a Worgen. It's when you can change into a giant wolf. I usually like to focus on the wolves and not the human because you'll be doing this more often. And then there's the Goblin. They're high-tech guys. Like my rogue. They are kind of small, like the gnomes. They're green. And they're really greedy for money. So, yeah. And there are bosses of each one. I'm not sure if the boss of the first season is. The second one, the Burning Crusade, is what was it? It was Illidan. He is leader of the demons in the Outland. Then for the Death Knight, of course, the Lich King. And then for Cataclysm, one of the hardest guys ever, Deathwing, who tries to. He is one of the hardest bosses ever, and my level 85 has actually once slayed him in a raid, and well, let's just create a guide to make it easier. Okay, let's not do the undead or return. Well, let's do it where basically they are. Since my favorite is a troll, then yeah. A warrior. They can put on mail armor, plate armor, and they can also have a shield. Their role is to tank or damage. Usually, I'll explain the roles later. They cinch back, and yeah. I mean, a hunter. They have a bow, they're really good at ranged, and they have a pet that comes and attack them. Rogue. You go stealth, like invincibility. Well, invisibility, and you go and like sneak up on guys and assassinate them, like a spy or a priest. This he is used for healing, just healing, and hitting guys. They are used for healing, and then of course the Death Knight, just like a warrior, except former servants of the Lich King, and you start at level 55. That's kind of nice. The Shaman, you can put totems down. They're more like the spiritual kind, and you can transform into wolves by them too. They're kind of cool. Mage, it's kind of the ones where you're like, where you have magic. You can shoot fireballs, ice bolts. You can summon a water element. They're like the elemental guys. So are these guys. The warlock is can summon demons to help them, and they also shoot lots of shadow bolts. Now the druid, he can turn into animals. There is the cat, where you can be like a rogue. You can prowl and assassinate. And there's the leopard, where you can wear it's like a mount. And then there's the bear, where it's like a warrior, and they attack other guys. So let's just make it easy by doing a troll. Okay, let's do green. I like green trolls. That's what they're supposed to be. That guy looks like my other guy there. No. It's really hard to decide which one you would want to do, because they're all really cool. Let's do that. Never tried that before. And tusks, that looks cool. A little pale, but that's alright. Now, I don't really know what to choose. The reason why I picked Pancakes or Samsu is because I didn't find out because of this. There's no, too hard to spell. Joff Dort. I guess that's good enough. Okay. Now it loads up, and it shows the leaders of. It showed some leaders. Bane's father, leader of the Taurens. Garrosh, leader of the Horde and Orcs. I haven't really seen the Goblin King for a while. I'm not sure where he is. Troll leader, Vol'jin. Oh wait, it's there. It starts out with introduction, so listen.
The Darkspear trolls attempted to make a new life for themselves amongst the disparate races of the Horde. Under the leadership of the noble war chief Thrall, Vol'jin and his savage trolls had at last found the honor and purpose they had been searching for. But now, under the rule of the headstrong Garrosh Hillscream, the trolls fear that the Horde could tear itself apart.
Yes.
Vol'jin knows that whatever threats he
I won't even do this.
whether they be from within the Horde or from without, his cunning trolls like
Yep. So I think it's time once you try stopping it.
I'm not sure if this is still on, but if it is, I'm gonna end it right now. So if you want to log out, just go to this map, click exit game, exit out.